When I get older, I'm going to marry you, yo!
The little girl who said that to me was my childhood friend, Sayo Misaki. She was the girl that was always with me, Yoshiki Kido. But now that little girl is...
Hey everyone, thank you for coming today. I hope you all enjoy my singing and dancing.
Well, she's become a super popular idol. That's right, she had become somebody that was completely out of my reach. Seriously, how did this happen? Unlike her, who found success as a popular idol, I graduated from an average university and I'm working at an SME. Time flew by, and I hadn't seen her in over 3 years. It started to get harder to see her, and I was the one that had started avoiding her. Sometimes she comes back to her family house, but because of that reason, we haven't seen each other.
Hey Yoshiki, come here for a second.
Sure, I wonder what it is. Does she want me to help with the chores? What's the matter?
Your dad's boss's wife has asked us about an arranged marriage. Why don't you accept the offer?
What? An arranged marriage in this day and age?
The generation doesn't matter. Apparently, she's 3 years older than you, but she's beautiful, so why not? It's not like you have a girlfriend anyway, or are going to get one.
In the end, I asked for some time to think about it. What should I do? To be honest, all I could think about was CEO, so I couldn't get myself into the idea of an arranged marriage. At the same time, I can't be dreaming like this forever. Maybe the time has come for me to face reality. Well, just because I meet her doesn't necessarily mean that we have to get married. So why not? Maybe this could be the opening to a new road. More than anything, I need to give up on CEO already. And so I decided to go to the arranged marriage meeting. And so, the day of the meeting, I'm nervous. An arranged marriage. I hadn't really even spoken to any girls other than CEO until now, so I was pretty nervous. She was a beautiful woman in the photo, but I wonder what she's actually like.
I'm Kirishiki. It's nice to meet you today.
Wow, she's super beautiful. Wait, am I seriously about to have an arranged marriage with this person?
Hey!
Oh, I was so struck by Miss Kata's beauty that my mom poked me and I came back to Earth. I'm Yoshiki Kido. It's very nice to meet you.
Well, then we will leave the rest to you two young folks.
Wait, don't you think that's too fast? We only just introduced ourselves?
What are you saying? You're already 24, aren't you? You'll be fine by yourself.
That's true. That might be true, but if you leave me alone with such a beautiful woman, I'm going to be nervous.
I don't mind. And this is why she's an adult. She can hold her own. Well, then we're in the way, so we'll leave now.
And as she said that, my mom and Miss Kata's mom left the room. From there, it turned into an extremely awkward air in the room. I'm not the type of person to talk much for myself, and Miss Kata seemed like the cool type, so she probably talks even less than me. I want to go home. It was so awkward that I didn't care about the arranged marriage anymore. I wanted to go home.
So, Mr. Kido?
What is it? No, it's nothing. Ha 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 ha. What? Why is she staring at me like that? Wait, is she glaring? Is she glaring at me?
I heard a little rumor, but is it true that you like the idol, Sayo Misaki?
What? How do you know about that?
The details aren't important. Judging by your reaction, it seems to be true. And not just as a regular fan, but it means you like her romantically, doesn't it?
Why is she asking me these questions? Oh, is it because she doesn't want to marry somebody who likes somebody else? Miss Shiki does seem pretty particular.
It's okay. You don't need to prepare yourself that much. I just wanted to hear your true feelings.
True feelings?
What is Sayo Misaki to you? What does she mean to you?
I at least had the confidence that Sayo and I got along well for a long time, to the point I thought we would be able to stay together forever. And the first time I was made to realize that wasn't the case was in middle school, when Sayo passed the audition for a major idol agency. I knew that it was always her dream to become an idol. And I remember that I was happy for her from the bottom of my heart that her dream was coming true. At the same time, because she was going to become an idol when we were about to enter high school, Sayo had to move into the city, and we were separated. Seeing my childhood friend Sayo being active on TV, I was really happy for her. But at the same time, I started to feel the pain of the difference between her and me. She became a popular idol with fans all across the country, and I was just one of those many fans. And someday, she was probably going to marry a famous actor or famous idol in the future. I knew that, but I still found myself unable to forget her. In the end, even though I was sitting in front of an arranged marriage, I couldn't give up on her. That's why Sayo, to me, in truth, I don't think that this is something I should be saying to a potential partner to marry. However, I've been able to organize the feelings inside of me, so please allow me to answer. To me, Sayo is my precious childhood friend. And to this day, she's the woman that I love. It doesn't matter to me that she's a popular idol or anything. I like her as an independent woman. And with this, the arranged marriage was probably over. But that was going to be best. Even if my life was going to end being single forever and unable to marry this beautiful woman, it would be better than suppressing these feelings inside of me. If anything, I felt relieved.
I see. Looks like that girl wasn't wrong after all.
What?
I think it should be about time. Miss Shiki looked at the watch that was on her wrist as she said that.
What's about time? Just as I thought that,
This arranged marriage, please wait.
all of a sudden the door opened. Sayo, what's she doing here?
Yo, how could you? You promised that you would marry me, and here you are for an arranged marriage.
Wait, why are you here, Sayo? What about your work?
Obviously, I told my manager to adjust my schedule. Even still, I only heard about this arranged marriage the day before yesterday, and I was backed up with work, so I barely made it in time. Why? Why would you go on this meeting without talking to me?
Well, that's because my mom suggested it.
Just because your mom suggested it, you're going to have an arranged marriage, even though you have me. You're awful, yo.
Sayo, stop it! I'm getting dizzy!
Calm down, Sayo. If you do that, everything is going to waste.
You thief, you shut your mouth. What? Cade, sister?
Sister?
What is my big sister doing here?
Long time no see, Sayo. I'll explain everything to you, so please just let go of his clothes.
Thanks to Miss Shiki, I was freed. What do you mean, big sister? I'm pretty sure Sayo didn't have an older sister.
Yes, she just calls me her big sister, but we're not really sisters. Sayo and I are cousins.
What? Wait a minute. Does this mean...
Why were you on an arranged marriage meeting with Yo? This is just an interference. This isn't a real arranged marriage.
What?
Does that mean my mom wasn't on this too?
Yes, my mother and I, Sayo's mother, and through Sayo's mother, we asked for the help of your mother, Mr. Kido.
Why would you do this?
Do I really have to spell it out for you? This was an interference that both you and Sayo should be a little more honest with your own feelings. Well, I won't deny that I was the one that started it. All I did was give you the option, but I didn't force anything. You came here on your own feelings, didn't you, Sayo? And I also heard Yoshiki's feelings too. I'll leave the rest to you two young folks.
As she said that, Miss Shiki left the room. What am I supposed to do about this? Judging by Sayo's reaction earlier, does that mean that she still likes me? But even though she's a popular idol and she has millions of fans around the country.
Yo?
What?
Do you want to be with K-Day instead of me?
No, there's no way.
Because you promised that we would get married, but you came on an arranged marriage meeting with Kita. I bet you saw her photo and you fell for her. You're a cheater, yo.
That's not the case. It's not like I came to this meeting because I was attracted to Miss Kaida.
Well, then why did you do it? That doesn't make sense.
Well, I guess you could say I did it so that I can move on. I guess you could say that I tried an arranged marriage so that I could put an end to my feelings for you.
Yo, you're too selfish.
Sayo,
Over these last few years, you refused to see me. And on top of that, you went on an arranged marriage to change your own feelings. You're not even thinking about my feelings at all.
well, that's because you and I live in completely different worlds now.
That's what you think. That's all in your head. I live on the same earth as you and I live in the same country. And right now, I'm right in front of you. And yet you're going to try and tell me that you live in a different world.
Well then, what was I supposed to do? For you, as the person who succeeded, it may not seem like that big of a deal. But my childhood friend who was always by my side suddenly went far away. And she's being praised by people all over. Of course I'm going to think that you live in a different world now. But that being said, I think this goes both ways. I'm sorry, Sayo. It's true that I was being selfish, and I drew the line on my own. To be honest, I thought that your feelings had already gone far away long ago.
Of course that's not true. Even now, I still like you.
You're right, especially since you went out of your way to come to this place. That's right. The fact that Sayo came all the way to this place to try to stop me from an arranged marriage, that was everything. Even an idiot would know how she felt. I'm sorry, are you disappointed?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm glad. As usual, she's as nice as ever. I'm sorry I was acting selfishly. If you're okay with me, then I want to be by your side.
Yo, of course. I also want you to be by my side.
Well then, I need to think about how I can be by your side from now on. What? Well, in order to be by your side, I need to move to the city and I need to make a much better salary too. Otherwise, I'm just going to be relying on you to live.
But that would be fine.
No, that would be a little bit too. I'm sure my mom and Miss Shiki would yell at me too. More than anything, I want to work hard so that Sayo can have an easy life.
Do you have any ideas?
I guess you could call it an idea or a thought. If I move into the city and I look for a job, I think that might be the thing that if I worked hard, I would be able to learn.
Well, I don't care what it is, as long as you decided that you're going to be with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to work hard for, at the very least until you graduate from being an idol.
Does that mean if I graduated right now, we could get married straight away?
Huh? I feel like that would not be giving me any time to prepare.
At the very least, you would go out with me, right?
Hello, Miss Sayo? Will you please listen to what I have to say?
I'm just joking.
Are you sure?
That being said, you know that I'm already getting kind of old to be an idol. Either way, I might be graduating from being an idol soon.
This girl, she's already planning on graduating.
Well, but I'm planning on working hard for at least another year.
Well then, I'll work hard to refine myself over that year.
Yeah, I can't wait. In that case, I'll let you off for this incident.
And so I was somehow able to gain Sayo's forgiveness. I truly did something selfish. All I could do was thank Sayo. After that, we went back to my house and
Sayo, I'm so glad you're here. Eat as much as you want.
for some reason, there was an incredible feast waiting for us. That makes sense, although there was barely anything that was served at that restaurant.
Phew, I'm happy to see that your mom is the same.
Wait, why are you hugging me?
Why not? Now that we both know we feel the same way about each other over the last few years, I haven't gotten enough of my yo. That's why I'm taking it all in now.
But you and I, we're not dating yet.
We're basically dating already, aren't we?
Maybe because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. On that day, Sayo seemed genuinely happy. And so, after Sayo and I parted ways, I bought a programming book and began studying. When I thought about a stable job that I'd be able to find in the big city, I thought this would be the most perfect for me. According to what I've heard, job listings for systems engineers were only increasing. And depending on the skill level, the salary seemed pretty good too. One more year until my promise with Sayo. I need to use all of the free time that I have and study as much as I can. And then, 1 year later,
Yes, as I've announced before, I'm going to graduate from being an idol and I'm going to become an artist. Thank you very much for supporting me until now. I would be so happy if you would also support the artist Sayo Masaki as well.
Sayo announced to the world that she was graduating from being an idol. And then, as for me,
Hey Keto, when will you finish?
by the afternoon, sir. By the afternoon, Sierra, I was working day and night in the harsh environment of the big city as a system engineer. I'm still lacking any experience and skill, but so far, I've been able to get by. However, I can't deny that it was hard, but
Welcome home. I already made dinner.
in times like that, Sayo would welcome me home because we were living together and she healed me. She'd been adjusting her work schedule so that she could be home by the time I come home from work. I truly can't believe how nice and amazing she is sometimes. And then 6 months later, we were officially announced as husband and wife.